And welcome to the Aberdeen Wings Coaches Show. Joining us now, head coach of the Aberdeen Wings, Francis Anzalone. Thanks for taking some time.
My pleasure.
Hey, I tell you what, the Zamboni's behind us right now, just taking care of the ice, making sure we're ready for 3 home games here inside the ODI Center this week. As tomorrow night, Wednesday night, taking on the Minot Minotauros. Friday and Saturday, taking on the Austin Bruins. Got a lot of things going to be going on promotion-wise. We'll tell you all about those towards the end of the show. But, Coach, let's recap kind of last weekend. Last weekend, we went to Brookings on Friday. Saturday took them on at home, and some thrilling win at home on Saturday. But give us a little oversight of the weekend for the Aberdeen Wings.
Well, I thought on Friday night our first 2 periods were above average to good. I don't know how you'd want to score it. And then we were down 1-0 going into the third, and we came a little bit away from our game in the third period, and we paid for it. That's going to happen in the course of a 60-game season. What I liked is on Saturday night we bounced back with a lot more passion, a lot better effort, more energy. With that came better execution, more puck possession. It was our second time in 3 games that we've registered more than 35 shots on goal, and our second time in 3 games that we scored 5 goals in the game, and that's a real positive for us, a team that's trying to generate more offense, play with a little more aggression, and score more goals. So it ends in exciting fashion, a shootout win on home ice. We scored 3 nice goals in the shootout. I think we've improved our shootout record to 4-0, I believe, which is a real big positive. So it was nice to give the crowd on hand a good show. It was exciting. We stumbled a little bit in the third period at home. Yeah. We gave up 2 quick goals in the third. But I really liked how we called a timeout. We stayed calm. We stuck with it, and we got the result. So all in all, a well-earned split. And I really liked how we finished, especially when you consider how it started.
Yeah, you bet. Big thanks to just shy of 1,400 fans here for Saturday night's game. We're expecting big crowds, of course, with the Thanksgiving weekend this weekend as well. So we look forward to seeing you all here at the ODI Center. Again, Wednesday night, tomorrow night, taking on the Minot Minotauros. Friday and Saturday night, taking on the Austin Bruins. And Coach, I had the pleasure of getting to sit down with you and assistant coach Mike Gratton, talking about a trip that he had just gone on and talking about scouting of new players that we're potentially going to be looking for in the future seasons for the Aberdeen Wings. Give us a little insight about the scouting. It's so intriguing to see how many names you guys all know right off the top of your head.
Well, scouting is very, very important. The recruiting process is an all the time, 12-month a year thing. It's not something you can just zero in on at one point in the season. It's ongoing. We're real fortunate. Mike Gratton does a really good job for us as obviously our assistant coach and director of scouting, and we have 4 really good regional scouts in Dean Marusik, who's a traveling scout for us, who lives in Toms River, New Jersey. Dan Strout does a great job for us. He lives in Minneapolis, St. Paul, in the Twin Cities. Gordy Brown does a real nice job. He's in the Detroit area, and Al Dorich also works for a USHL team, and he helps us out. He's in the Chicago area, and he actually coaches a midget team, actually Jack Nile, his former team. So we have 4 really good regional scouts. Mike does a really good job heading it up, and it's an ongoing process, and you've really got to make sure that you know the players and that you know the people. Because let's face it, it's the character and the compete level that make the people, and we're trying to find the right players here in Aberdeen who love hockey, who want to be part of our culture. I'm not going to say it's easy to go out and pick out the best players. It's not. But the hard part, which is the fun part for us, Ward, is kind of what you sat in on today, us trying to put the puzzle together and find out who the right people are. And that's research, 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 and that is an all-the-time thing.
You bet. And I got to join the voice of the Wings, Jay Kleinkeneck, during second intermission on Saturday, and what we talked about was essentially the culture of the Aberdeen Wings organization and how it's not just the players or the coaches, that it also goes into the fans and the members that we have within the community. And I have to believe that a lot of that, the fans, the community, what we do in the community, the people who support us, all those have to be taken into factor for each and every kid, because they all have different characteristics, different personalities, but you have to match those up for somebody that's perfect for Aberdeen.
Absolutely, and a big part of what we do here, as you mentioned, is knowing that the Aberdeen Wings are a major staple in the community. And if you come here and you play in Aberdeen, you've got to be willing to read to the local schools. You've got to be willing to participate in our YMCA floor hockey program. We do a lot of work in this community, and so you've got to be the right fit to play here. not only in our hockey culture, but play here in our town, because the players walk around town and everyone knows who they are. They're acknowledged. They're a part of the organization, which is a major, major piece here in Aberdeen. So you have to have disciplined players that are willing to wear the Aberdeen Wings logo with pride and with class. That's what Mr. Odie demands. That's what we try to demand as coaches. And yes, you've got to find good players, but it's really, really important to find the right human beings who want to grow here and in turn are going to help this culture grow and take the next steps.
Yeah, and continuing with that community involvement, 6 Aberdeen Wings stepped forward and along with their billet families essentially allotted them each $25 to go and gather non-perishable food items to help restock the pantries, local food pantries here in Aberdeen right before the holiday season. It was an outstanding job. The team met, or 6 members met at the local grocery store and gathered some non-perishable food items and made that donation in the name of the Wings, of course their billet families and themselves as well. And that coach, seeing that type of thing happen, and that was essentially on their own. That wasn't even a team exercise. That was just them on their own. That really means that they're happy being here in Aberdeen and enjoy being a part of the community.
Yeah, I think so. Like I often say to people, especially to prospective players, our players and our staff have everything we need to be successful and a lot of what we want. And the support that we get here on home ice, the great crowds, the number of people who get behind our team, everything from that to the likes on the Facebook page when you post something, just says a lot about how important our program is in this community. And our players made it very, very clear at the beginning of the year when we set some goals for the first half of the season that they want to be role models in this community. And all the players after games walk out through the front lobby. They say hi to the fans. They say hi to the little Cougar players. And that makes them feel real good. So we appreciate all the support. We hope it keeps on coming. And we want to repay all the fans for the support by trying to give a great effort on home ice, do the right things in the community, and continue to be a team that the fans here in Aberdeen can be proud of.
You bet. And you mentioned something in there, a Prospectus player. Now, if you are a Prospectus player or you have somebody in your program who is of age and looking to get into one of our tryout camps or main camps, you need to contact our scouting staff and our hockey operations staff. And the way to do it is to go online to aberdeenwings.com. And Coach, tell us about what you're looking for from a player, some information, things like that, and where they can go and sign up essentially to kind of get on the list.
Well, the best thing for an interested player to do is go on our website, and under our front office tab, my bio's present, Coach Gratton's bio's present. You can email Coach or I and express your interest in the Aberdeen Wings program. There are 5 things that we look for in a player. The 2 most important things are character and compete. So for the high character competitive players out there, we want to know who you are. Hopefully we know who you are already. But any help we can get from the players themselves to express their interest gives us a heads up, and maybe we can get out and see that player play. And with the staff that we have, there's a real good possibility that can happen by year's end.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for taking some time today and talking to us about the weekend. And again, exciting weekend coming up is we've got a game tomorrow night, Wednesday night, here at the ODI Center taking on the Minot Minotauros. That game on Wednesday night is also going to be the first 50 fans through the gates are going to get a $3 off coupon to the Wings concession stand. It's also Skate with the Wings afterwards. And then on Friday night, as we take on the Austin Bruins, that is Free Kids Friday. Kids 12 and under are free, so bring on the kiddos and have a lot of fun seeing the Wings take on the Bruins. And then on Saturday night, the Aberdeen Wings take on the Bruins again. And Saturday night is high school night. You can show your current high school valid ID, and that'll get you into the gate with $2 off admission. So we look forward to seeing you guys all this weekend here at the ODI Center as the Aberdeen Wings take on the Minot Minotauros Wednesday, Austin Bruins Friday and Saturday. Coach, thanks for taking time. And you can check out more at aberdeenwings.com. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter.